Good morning, everyone. It's Sweet Eye here, and today is the day that the sun came out after a storm. There was a storm last night. Everything seemed to be in good condition still. Supposedly we had hail, but I don't see it. I don't think we received any hail here at my place. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing the 10 succulents for a beginner. The first 10 succulents you should have in your garden that I believe you should. So the very first one for me would be my most beloved jade. So there are many different type of jade out here. So I have the elephant bush one, which is this one, and it's so gorgeous. There you go. It doesn't require a lot of light, doesn't require lots of looking aftering. The only thing is it is quite sensitive to frost, but mine is a little bit undercover, still quite exposed in the garden, and it's still doing really well. I didn't cover these in winter. And here's the variegated version of that one. Then I have here, which is the golden one. Yeah, just call it golden jade. There you go. I just repot these into a bigger pot. It used to be in this pot before. I moved it to this recently and it has grown huge. So gorgeous. Then we have the reverse variegation. Okay, then we have the tricolor. There are many different varieties. There's the normal one and this one as well. Don't remember the name. I think it's called Ovata. Then we have the, if I can find it, which is my silk variegation one. And this is my silk variegation jade. Bit of a slow grower, but it's getting there. So beautiful. There is this other common one. This one has suffered through winter, bit of frost, but this is, I believe, is either the Gollum one or the Shrek one. Shrek's here. So it's one of those. There's a big variety and a smaller variety. Then we have the bluebird, but this is the bluebird variegation. My original bluebird died because I left it outside and I forgot about it. There are many different varieties, much more different varieties. You can't help but love them all. They are so beautiful. It has suffered a little bit from frost, but other than that, it is well on its way of recovering. It's got new growth on it. It's happening. Okay, and the second on the list that I think would be great to have in your garden, that is beautiful jelly beans. That one's the pink jelly bean, which is Rubrotinctum aurora, which is the variegated version of the Rubrotinctum, which is the also known as red berry, or not red berry. Oh, what am I saying? It is red jelly beans. This one is the pink jelly bean. It's the variegated version of the red jelly beans. I've cut this not long ago. This isn't it pretty? It already has root ready to go. So when it grows a little bit more, I'm gonna head chop that just so I could have more rounded pot. I've cut this not long ago. Look at the babies. So they're very easy to propagate. Take roughly about 2 weeks. And that's the other one I have. Here is the red jelly bean I was talking about. Aurora is the variegated version of this one. Isn't it pretty? I have been taking cuttings from this one. This is my mother plant for arrangement, and I have another big one in my wheelbarrow in the front of my house. So I'm at the moment growing these so that I could have them in a big pot so that I could put them in the garden. At the moment I put them over here. Here is, once it's taken root, I'm going to cut it and reset it a bit more. I want a full pot, so I have another one over there. Then the next one is sedum, blue jelly beans. This beautiful little red tip. I think it's pronounced pachyphytum. Yeah, sedum pachyphytum, and also known as blue jelly bean, and it's got like much more longer leaves. Beautiful stress, and it gets little lipstick. It is so gorgeous. And when they grow a lot of them, is so beautiful. This one's about to flower. I'm not sure if it has root. I don't think it has root. So I'm going to have to take that flower off to help it with roots. I will do that later. So that's the jelly beans. Oh, there's another one. It's called Rhodopentum red berries. That's the jelly bean family. In other places, they're also known as pork and bean. I believe that's in America, but I'm not sure about anywhere else. There you go. I have cut this and put this in. Find that this doesn't grow as fast as the jelly beans, the red jelly beans. There's the baby. I'm hoping. There's already babies along the way there. But they're much more clustered, smaller than the red jelly beans, and they have a really beautiful shine, translucent shine to it. Remind me of caviar. Beautiful. So gorgeous. And definitely next on the list would be Starburst. So the various Starburst or Francesco Baldi. Have it everywhere. It's one of the first succulent I have. I have that one, my jade, which is the big jade over there. That's about 20 years old. My jade and Semp that I have. First succulent I ever started with in this garden. This one's been in this pot for about 7 years, but I've been taking cuttings and putting it everywhere in the garden. All the Starburst and Francesco Baldi I have in my garden started from this one pot. Okay, all them I have propagated from this one. This is the mother pot. Since then, I have put it everywhere. Show you what they look like in different condition. So I have here, this is the hanging one. This has broken off and I just stick it back in there. Probably do a better job. Cut off the stem. Don't like the look of the stem on top of the other one. And I don't usually let it flower, but Starburst, I enjoy its flower. It's very pretty. Look at that. So gorgeous. I have a few up there as well. Then I have quite a few more in my garden bed, my in-ground garden. So I have it over there, have it over there, and I have it here in my fire pit. So beautiful. And I have it here. Oh, I just tripped. This one has been in here for about a year. My daughter's cubby house, they love it. My eldest asked me to put it in there for her. This is such a beautiful hardy plant. It's frost hardy, sun hardy, water hardy. So you can give it as much water and it'll still survive. Same with jelly beans. Jade loves water. And they don't need to have a lot of sun either. They tolerate all frost or sun. Well, not jade. But this one will tolerate frost and water and everything. It's so easy to look after. You cannot kill it. It's so gorgeous. Alright, so next on the list would be our Sempervivum. Let's see if I can find an example of how well this is grown. This is actually my neglect area. But here's my first Semp that I ever owned. I have them in the front yard and there's a few in my yard here. Oh, my chickens are out. I just haven't looked after this area. I let the weed run. I let the chicken in. I am hoping to look after later. Here's my grand bee. So beautiful right now. I just put them in the full sun, all day sun. At the moment, it just sits here in the back. And they're frost hardy, sun hardy, water hardy. The only thing is they are very, very prone to mealybugs. But mealybugs don't affect them, but it do affect other plants closest to them. So there's that one. I have quite a few different variety, but not a lot because I don't really know much about Sempervivum. But all the one I have do really, really well in full sun. even in winter, it does not get affected by frost. There's one in the bowl, and I have quite a few on the stand there. I have another one over here as well. I don't know the name of this one. I bought it for $5 at Bunnings, I believe. It's so gorgeous. Look at it. There's the double head. I've had sitting here for about 2 weeks, and it's already grown roots. Oh, here it is. Look, there's the root. It is so easy to propagate, and they're such a prolific grower. Look, there's already more babies. That is more babies. They give you lots and lots of baby. Definitely more bangs for your bucks. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. They're so hardy. Definitely a must in your garden. I have a few more. It was all over, but I've been selling them. A few people have been liking them because how pretty the color is. Look at that beautiful deep red maroon to purple color. And I say the next on the list would definitely be clavatum. I love clavatum. They're so gorgeous. I stand in here so you can see the color better. They're such a prolific grower. Lots and lots of baby. Look at that. They're slightly affected by the frost, but not fully. They can survive up to -3. And when you put it in full sun, it goes this beautiful rosette. You put it in the shade, it's quite blue and powdery. But when they're in the sun, it's gorgeous. Here's the one that's just starting to come out. It was affected by the frost this winter because it was quite wet winter. All I did was cut it back, and it's already covered in babies. It's got this little beautiful pink to it. Gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so in love with clavatum. And they're so easy to grow. This one is just 1.5 years. That one is about 1 year. It was bigger, but it was affected by the frost. Because the winter this year was quite wet, and then we had frost, which was really bad. Next on the list, I move out of the way so you can see it more beautiful. That's definitely my most favorite, Bronze Delight. Look at it. Look at how beautiful they are. This is frost hardy, sun hardy. It doesn't even care if it has water. Doesn't care if it has lots of water. I don't have any problem with this. I don't cover this at all. Winter, summer, doesn't have a problem. It's gorgeous. And they're so easy to grow from leaves too. I have 100% success from Bronze Delight leaves. All the leaves, look at that. All the leaves I put in has babies. I put in winter, so they're winter grower. But they still grow to summer for me too. But when it gets too hot, it does have a slow down grow rate. Look at that baby. Isn't it gorgeous? So for a beginner, it's really easy to look after. You cannot kill it. And so easy to propagate. It is so rewarding. They are so forgiving. Look at them. Oh, beautiful. Then definitely the next on the list you should have. Easy grower. Lots of babies. It's very elegant. And they have a lot of hybrid out there, and they got beautiful purple, little purple, look at that. Well, pink when they get sun. It's like being kissed by the sun. And look at the beautiful flowers. Oh, spring is here. This is only been in here for 1 year, and it's already grown. When I put it in the garden, it's about this size. That one, isn't it? Here's another one. It's covered in baby. Here's another one. Love Elegance. They are so beautiful. Look at it. In winter, they go beautiful pink. It looks small baby. Might have to start taking some of the baby out and propagate them. Look at that. There's many variety. I think there's another one called Elegant Snowball, Mexican Snowball, or Arcadia Ponds, or Raspberry Ice. There's many different hybrid out there. They are so beautiful. I definitely have a lot in the garden that I love. And they're easy to grow, okay? They just put in the garden and leave them. They don't care if you give them water. When they don't water, it just closes up and looks beautiful. And give lots of babies. They're frost hardy and sun hardy. They are okay. They're fine. They don't do anything. It doesn't affect them. Here's my other one. Here, look. Oh, beautiful. There's another one down there. There's another one down here. Look at how beautiful they are. I think I have a hybrid of that here as well. This is Arcadia Pond. It's so beautiful. Okay, and the very last one, I believe, is Sedum Album. Here it is a ground cover. Beautiful. Look at that. Can't kill this thing. Just throw them in the ground and they grow. They're such a prolific grower. They have these beautiful little white flowers. This one does not get covered. And it doesn't mind water. It doesn't mind without water. It is frost hardy and sun hardy. And when you put it in the sun, it gets this beautiful little brown red tip. Beautiful, look at that. I love them. Such a beautiful little rose, especially when you do arrangement. There is a variegated version of this one. It is called Golden Rice. Here it is. This one's a little bit more sensitive to frost. But look, when it gets kissed by the sun, it's beautiful pink. There you go. So beautiful. I cannot love this, especially when you do little mini arrangement, like little mini teacups or little vase. So beautiful. I think that's it for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I do post up pictures that are not available on YouTube. Alright, happy planting everyone. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Alright, so here's Gold Mound, the last one. This is a ground cover. So beautiful. They are very, very tough plants. They're sun hardy, frost hardy, and look at how beautiful they are. They have this beautiful golden glow to them. Look at that. They're such an easy grower, and they're beautiful in your garden in ground bed. Look at that. There is another one. It's also called Gold Mound, but it's quite different. It's got this red to it. I'll see if I can find the name and put it on the screen for you. Look at that. This one, I bought it from a garage sale, and it actually sits in this pot. Look, it's in water all the time. There's no drainage. This is original mother plant, and there's no drainage. Okay. It still survives. It's okay. It doesn't do anything. I'm so sorry about my children. They're fighting inside. I think that's it for this one.